Shalom and welcome to Jerusalem. A story now from the city of Lublin, Poland. It was the late 1700s, and there lived a holy man who was known as the seer of Lublin. And he had this right-hand man who was known to be very, very tall, and he would refer to him as the holy Roptchitzer. This man would go ahead and stand in the doorway to enter the office of his holy Rebbe, and based on the individual coming before him, he would decide where he would put his arm in the doorway. If the person had a low ego, they were very humble, he would put his arm very high so that they could pass by no problem. But if they had a little more ego, he would make them come down a bit by putting his arm a little lower so that they would have to crouch down in order to enter the room. And if they had a lot of ego, it says that he would put his hand on their head and pretty much bring him down himself, just to, bring him down a notch, so to speak. And once a person came to visit the seer of Lublin, and they said there's a baby that, is about to celebrate its first Sabbath. We were hoping to get a minyan, a gathering of 10 Jews for this holy occasion. So the seer of Lublin looks at his holy Roptchitzer, his right-hand man, and he says, "Can you organize 8 men for me, please?" So the man goes and he gathers 8 of the best students of this holy rabbi. And come the Sabbath, they go ahead and they head out towards this house. And as they're going, a terrible sandstorm comes through. They can't see, they can't move. The holy Roptchitzer raises his voice and he says, "Creator of the world, this wind, what is up with this wind?" He says, "Wind, die down. We're trying to go and do a holy thing, help this baby celebrate its first Sabbath." And just like that, it says the wind quieted down. And they managed to go there, and there was a holy simcha. However, the next day they found out that there was a pestilence that came through that town, and all the animals had started to fall down dead. And at the same time, this holy Roptchitzer noticed that his demeanor in the eyes of his master had changed. Whereas before he would always refer to him as the holy Roptchitzer, now he was calling him Roichi. In front of other people, he was saying, "Hey Roichi, come here." Eventually he decides to see his master about this. What's going on here? And he says, little in his own eyes, "What is it that happened that you changed your disposition towards me?" And the seer of Lublin looks up at him and he says, "Do you know how many tears I had to cry to make sure that somehow that pestilence would avoid that town? And thank God we get wind, and then you go ahead and open your mouth, and the wind goes away and the pestilence comes." And he says, "Roichi, holy Roptchitzer, don't go ahead and speak about things you know not of." And this is a lesson to all of us. We're in the parsha of Emor, which means speech. It's the way we educate. It's the way we express. And with it can build houses or, God forbid, destroy. That's on us. May you have a holy Sabbath and a good Lag BaOmer.